Pararara, ladies and gentlemen, this particular story where I bring come to you today, it no sweet me, it no sweet my belly, it no happy, but then it's something we must talk about because it affects me, it affects you, it affects all of us for this country. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, that our sister wey sabi oyinbo dey like to write story, she dey inside the news. One wale ọdún ọlọ́mọjà wale ọdún dáràn, then come Nigeria say make dem come do Christmas. That na how their 21-month-old baby, that na how he just develop some kind sickness. Before you know it, the boy don die. It was a very, very devastating news to everybody. Say, ọmọ tán gbé wá Nigeria tí ò sí ní tó ṣe kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Thank God say they no go village. Thank God say they are Lagos. Say, thank God. I'm sorry for saying thank God, but then if say they go village, they go say kina wa ṣe Nigeria, Lagos. Hey, village people. But this one, they dey Lagos. They never even reach village. Na Lagos dem dey. Before the unfortunate matter wey shele. When the matter shele, I first see one write up wey go out say Ngozi write this thing. I say one don't dey o, this woman no fit write this kind thing. Na person wey dey grieve. I don't know say na true na she write am. Wetin she write is she explain how they take kill her pikin, how one popular hospital for Lagos, Care, how they no do wetin they suppose do. They give the guy, they give the boy one thing. He shall explain. It's a very, very unfortunate one. But then somebody was fingered. Somebody was pointed as the wrong person, and that is the anesthesiologist, the person wey administer anesthesia on the boy. They shall talk say Anastasia, is that the name? I've been a person named Anastasia. The person wey shall give the boy wetin you understand. Then it was a very, very painful one because unfortunately the boy started misbehaving. I mean, when I say had cardiac arrest, can imagine 21-month-old boy. It was not monitored according to the mama. Say waiting then give and get too much of propofol or something like that, and the boy shall die. And then they are saying the hospital is negligent. Medical negligence. And you know, say Nigerians, when we see story like this, the story they bring more stories. Not even Nigeria, I think it's global. When they accuse one person, say he do one bad thing like this, other people they come and say na true. Now so everybody starts to they talk say medical negligence. That same week, I read one online like that. We talk say in auntie wey come Ibadan here, come go do one test for one lab. Now so then take cut artery, one vein, which it take bleed till the woman take die. People started talking of the things we then do, and I even talk me say that particular hospital then do one for them maybe like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Different stories of different things. According to Chimamanda, say she self don hear say na so then they do, and she go make sure say another pikin e no suffer this kind thing. When the matter come start to dey roll, the matter dey go up, dey go down. Different people dey talk say hospital for Naija we no understand o. Hospital no dey try. Nigeria want to do this, Nigeria want to do that. Understandably so, because 21-month-old pikin wey dey carry come for obodo oyibo just come put the father and the mother for now. They are scarred, they are traumatized. I'm not sure they will be back in Nigeria for any kind of Yuletide season again. But that is not even the case. The case is that a young life has been lost. But that is not where it ended though. When this matter dey come share, people dey talk say make dem do something. Na Lagos state government under the governorship of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, now they talk say dem gats torchlight the matter, make dem know which kind death na him kill this boy. Shey na so wetin dem talk na so e be. For many Nigerians at home and abroad, hospitals are meant to be a place of reassurance, but then kinikan 21-month-old Nkanu Adichie Esege, son of acclaimed author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie and her husband Dr. Ivara Esege, forced a difficult national conversation about medical care. The shall talk say everything shall shele, but then the Lagos state talk is say something must be done. Care multi-specialist hospital Lagos, they say na for there the pikin dey receive treatment. I know say they wan collect treatment too, they just want package and small so dem go fit carry and travel. They say doctors dey, hospital dey for abroad, we don dey wait for the boy make e come. But that simple process wey they wan do for Nigeria na him cause the boy in life. But according to wetin we hear say one very big law firm, Pinheiro LP, they don wey dem sign by their founding partner Kemi Pinheiro. They don talk say lie o. They write letter to the hospital's medical director Tosin Majekodunmi. They accuse the hospital say dem do wetin lawyers dey call prima facie breaches of the duty of care in the child's treatment between January 6 and January 7, 2026. Nkanu ọmọ tán bí ní March 25 2024 he died on January 7 2026 but wetin dey ṣẹlẹ̀ be say Lagos state government talk say dem gatz to torchlight the matter. They want to know wetin happen because we hear say dem refer the family to Iraq from Atlantis Pediatric Hospital for procedures including an echocardiogram, brain MRI, PICC, gbogbo àwọn kan bẹ́yẹn they say they suppose use oxygen somewhere, they no use oxygen. A lot of stories. So now they don dey talk say the hospital they don misbehave, they no do well, they are negligent, they are this, they are that, and that one is there, that one dey roll, that one dey go. But now the conversation is getting deeper, is getting bigger, and is getting what now? Is getting extended. Wetin dey extend the conversation be say different angles don dey come into it. Wetin be the angles wey dey come into it? Àkọ́kọ́ of it is that some people are saying ẹ̀dẹ́ o kò ṣe pé èèyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń kú o. No be because say one pikin die now you wan come to bring down the whole this thing. In fact the doctors, their medical body, their body don dey talk say rara o, we cannot vilify the entire Nigerian medical this thing o, Nigerian medical service o. In fact they first do one, they say allow probe to proceed without prejudice. Our medical directors na then they tell Nigerians say we know say this thing pain everybody, ẹ má fi ìwọ̀ra lábẹ́ ìgbóná o. No because of say this thing dey pain you come start to dey talk carry dey talk wetin you no know. According to the private hospital owners and managers under their brother of Guild of Medical Directors, they tell Nigerians say ẹni sùúrù, the death wey kill this pikin na everybody e touch, na everybody e pain, but then abeg no dey follow leg over, no dey follow wetin dem dey talk for social media. Allow things make e happen the way e suppose happen. The medical director's words were contained in a statement wey they issue in a reaction to the death of the 21-month-old baby Adichie. She first talk say medical negligence na im make the pikin die, but these people dey talk say see this matter, when the matter reach like this, no fit just talk say na wetin kill the pikin be this. According to the Guild of Medical Directors, they say their national president Dr. Abiodun Kuti na him dey talk o. He say make they allow investigation make e show, because say Ojukola fit mobe to ni magi, you no fit know wetin kill pikin until they do autopsy. You no fit know wetin kill person until they do autopsy. As a nation in mourning, we must hold two important principles at the same time. Every patient and family deserves safety, dignity, transparency, and justice, while every healthcare professional and institution deserves due process, fairness, and protection from trial by social media. Because social media they no get head. Social media they no dey think, they no dey reason. Once they follow a narration like this, now wetin dem go follow wrong. Now wetin the doctor dey talk say ẹ má jẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé ẹrú ẹnu lásán. Let us follow due process. According to him, accountability must be firm and enforceable where negligence is established, as public trust cannot be rebuilt without that particular thing. Kuti come dey note say respecting institutional process and awaiting the outcome of the probe will not only ensure fairness to all parties, pé ẹ̀ẹ̀kan lè lo ọpọlọ tí yín kẹ̀kan ní negligence ní rárá now. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ let them probe this matter. Talk say okay na wetin happen, no be say I hear say somebody come tell me na him wan come take am ruin the life of, and it is not fair on them too, which I really see reason with. However, the GMD president emphasized the importance of clear evidence-based communication where allegations are not proven to prevent misinformation and undue erosion of confidence. Ẹ má borúkọ wa jẹ́, ẹ má sọ pé negligence ni, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan, ẹ má kàn sọ̀rọ̀. Sincerely speaking, I feel for Ngozi and I understand what they are saying too, because I'm a dispassionate observer. Yes, I'm a dispassionate observer, let me put it that way. I understand. If they talk say person don die, they come talk say na your negligence, your carelessness na him cause am, and not your carelessness, and they no allow you to defend yourself. It could be very painful. Na wetin they try talk be that o. Kuti wey be consultant radiologist dey caution against using the incident as a basis for broad condemnation of pé àwọn healthcare workers ìwà olórí ibu ni wọ́n. as some Nigerians dey talk ọ̀lẹ ni wọ́n. In fact, according to the oga, he said one wey be say really touch me. Only a rush to shut down facilities without robust investigative and corrective systems could reduce access to care, worsen medical tourism and weaken the sector. Wey and gbìyànjú, we dey still dey pray say make our health sector make e stand, and anybody go tell you say Ira Care na one of the health providers wey people dey believe say dem solid for this country. So if because of this you come shut am down, wetin that one come mean? Na im say other people wey go need healthcare services dem don dey for God with that because say dem fit no fit access correct healthcare if dem shut down the place. ṣe wá rí i pé ó sọ sí ni lẹ́nu ó buyọ̀ sí. Now e come still dey explain he say the health sector functions as a single ecosystem facing shared challenges such as workforce shortages, uneven standard, pé bó ṣe ń ṣàbọ̀yàdé gbogbo ọlọ́yà ló ń ṣe, bó ṣe ń ṣe kinní kan ló ń ṣe kinní kan, bó ṣe wà ní líkì ló wà ń gbangba. Kuti however sympathizes the Adichie family and reaffirms the medical director's support for transparent investigation guided by evidence. He also urged national stakeholders including government, regulators, financiers, insurers and healthcare providers to use the tragedy as an opportunity for meaningful health system reform. Nigeria is grieving, but this moment must also mark a turning point towards safer, more reliable. Well, he talk many things, so he can't get one way he talk. I be no be him talk, I go still get there. The National Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Alipa Stay, he said the task force wey they don form by Lagos State government now was aimed at addressing the crisis by preventing medical errors and improving safety. He can't get one article wey somebody writes when I read, and sincerely speaking, the person wey write am na Joshua Opanike olajoshua1@gmail.com. They publish am inside the cable, and I really love his angle. I'm not trying to hold brief for the doctors, but I read it with an open mind and I was able to pick a thing or two, and I so much believe if you also listen with an open mind, you may be able to pick a thing or two. According to Joshua Opanike, he said recently reported an alleged case of medical negligence where a patient claimed bodily harm, seeking compensation in excess of ₦1 billion from a private hospital in Lagos. That one no be this guy that one no be Ngozi that one no be their own. According to him, he says similarly a urologist with the Ekiti State University Teaching Hospital was disengaged following the recommendation of a panel of inquiry set up to investigate an alleged case of organ harvesting. To add to this list of recent accusations of medical malpractice in Nigeria, an allegation of organ harvesting was made against an obstetrician in Ogun State, a story popularized by media personnel Chud Jidonwo. Chudi, your name has been mentioned, come forward. Media practitioners, come forward. This particular one, it concerns us. According to this particular article, it said the direction of public opinion in these cases can be predicted. Of course, you know our people are emotional. Thought about it, they want somebody to nail, and they have nailed somebody, and it is understandable. Several people have been on the receiving end of suboptimal healthcare services. Of course, many people can bear witness to that. Like I said, another one especially for this Ibadan that December, where one laboratory, where one collect sample, kill one woman. One kind. The irreparable damage and loss consequent upon these experiences are a source of pain and grief that lasts a lifetime. Medical practice is peculiar in that any misadventure is what now is very gang. This is why the practice of medicine is regulated by ethical principles and a code of professional conduct, which are demanded by the many. The essence is to ensure that the practice of medicine remains safe and beneficial always. Unfortunately, our kwakitiwa, those wey be say they no go collect, they no go dey qualified, they go carry themselves together, go meet federal government, they go still register their body, and they go dey run am. He said a lot of things. What to begin with. This is where I say medical practitioners come closer. Media coverage of medical malpractice is skewed without insulting the intelligence of the press. Details of medical practice are technical and cannot be fairly analyzed on a talk show. A doctor is not negligent because he does not run toward a patient who has been unconscious for the last 2 days. You know, they talk about things wey ẹgbẹ́ yẹn hospital gbogbo wọn kan jòkó wọn kan wò tó yẹ kán sáré wá gbà lọ́wọ́ yín wọn sáré wá gbà. They no rush come collect the person. From the angle of a layman, that is negligence. But Joshua Opanike, I believe, is saying that does not necessarily mean they are negligent. He gave another vivid example. He's not in negligence because he is spending more time with an unresponsive accident victim than with the individual screaming from pain. I don't hear that before. Say if you get accident, God forbid, if they carry you reach hospital, say person wey keep quiet na im dey first treat. Say person wey dey shout na im dem dey treat last, because they believe say for you to dey shout you still get strength. But the one wey no dey talk, e be like say na quarter to die e dey, dem dey try to first resuscitate that one. But ìwọ tó ń pariwo alariwo lele efile kò sí tó òun rìn ní kò ìjà jẹ, that's so dem go just leave the person. So he's saying that does not mean they are negligent, but from the angle of a layman you go think say they dey negligent. They cannot assess medical malpractice because of the nature of it. A popular journalist was asked a doctor to come on air and tell his side of the story in an alleged case of malpractice. I know this is a matter of life and death, but this is like saying you are inviting Chukwueze wey play penalty miss, you come bring him on a show to come and tell his side of the story why she miss penalty. Even in law, it is not it is not it's not actionable. You cannot take Super Eagles to court because they lose match. So this particular, although like I said, this is a very peculiar one because of the nature and because of life that is involved. However, if the doctor had gone ahead to do that, to come and explain, he would have likely lose his license, not for any medical wrongdoing but for breaking confidentiality. Yes, everyone can read and learn. However, professional disciplines are very, very technical and critical. That is why lawyers will tell you that lawyers are learned. Even if you are a doctor, you are educated but not learned. Do you understand? So in a medical field, when it comes to medical issue like this, every other person can be educated but not learned. So you may not really be able to understand. So he's saying Chude wey invite that particular doctor, he no really understand wetin they try do. So he no go make sense if they wan kind subject that kind of topic into a media discussion. Another consideration is selective dispensation of justice. The majority of healthcare outfits in Nigeria are run by quacks who were never trained. Okay, mention that one. Oh, and the timing of this perceived trend is unfortunate. That is to say, the Joint Health Sector Union (JOHU), which comprises other healthcare workers apart from doctors, is on strike. Main grievance being alleged discriminatory treatment against members of the union in favor of medical doctors, expressly demanding equal pay with physicians. Isha explained this particular write-up is very good. It's inside the cable, and like I said, by Joshua Okpanike, you can check it out. It is ludicrous to read comments like this on Facebook. The good doctors have left the country and the remaining ones did not meet international qualification because they are half-baked. Now, what is that doing? The last thing the Nigerian society needs is to turn against its doctor. We cannot afford to vilify our doctor. The civility of medical litigation is being practiced in some developed countries is an illusion. There, no doctor does more than required. He cannot work more hours than allowed, even if he wants to help. The only reason expatriates are trooping in to receive care in Nigeria is because the ecosystem is not restrictive. I've had a lot of things that even there, say our own doctor, if you just call them for middle of the night, say I'm on call, so many things that are not available. I'm not only brief for Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, by the way, but that is not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to let us see reason that we cannot afford to turn against our doctors, vilify them. I know some of them, just like in the police, just like in the academics, there are bad eggs everywhere. But we cannot now see that particular hurtful comment that the ones will remain no meet international qualification because they are half-baked. Emma Ronuke to sọ̀rọ̀ afalata kill una Kurani ni ká máa ṣe làákàyè lẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan kí a tó sọ̀rọ̀. Finally, on this matter, there was a video that I watched and I calmly watched the video. It's made by one Dr. Okoye. I'm talking of Dr. Richard Okoye. And that doctor, they talk of the danger wey go shele. He say he dey on top some WhatsApp group where medical practitioners abroad, they talk say this era care, let's make it a scapegoat. Let's bring it down. Now, Iraq is one of the topmost, it's one of the biggest, it's one of the best, according to what I've heard in Nigeria. So because of this negligence, Tebawa Tipa, what happens to other people that needs this healthcare that does not have the money to travel abroad? Adagi omolowo, aso adanu, ada ti ṣe tó fẹ́ ṣe, but báwo lọmọ ṣe fẹ́ délé? Adarena lama fi la ọ̀nà. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what Dr. Richard Okoye is saying. He's saying that he said, he gave another example of something that happened and somebody sued the hospital for 2.9 billion naira. He said He now gave an example. He said when he wanted to build his own hospital, how much he invested in it. How much he invested in it. See, because of one mistake like this, we now wreck the hospital, knowing fully well that we are just trying to manage what we have. He said late Albert Wigwe was in his hospital one day that he want to invest in one, that is it worth it, to the tune of 6 billion naira. He said he advised him to go ahead. Now Timobawa invested 6 billion into one hospital as a rich man, and then in the first year of his operation, that same hospital he can't go do one medical negligence. They can't claim 3 billion. Shey me wey invest I never enter trouble? Shey the person wey collect the money shey never enter trouble? Say, are you concerned about the money? It's not about the money, but the availability of that facility to a majority of Nigerians. Do you know that in other countries of the world there's a 600 patients or thereabout to one doctor? In Nigeria 9,000 to one doctor. Tí doctor yẹn kò bá ṣe mistake sórí ẹ̀ ò lè dàrú. Ẹ̀yin náà imagine somebody that is meant to take care of 600 people taking care of 9,000 people. How do you expect him to function optimally? I'm not saying our doctors are saints, please don't get me wrong, but then in democracy and in matter like this we look at the greater good. It is unfortunate that it has happened, but he is saying tí wọ́n bá lọ gbọ́ pé ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ kan invest sínú medical hospital kan, wọ́n jẹ gbèsè 2.9 billion, wọ́n rówó gbà, will you be confident to invest in that business again? Investors will run away from the medical sector. Outsiders will run away. The few doctors wey remain dem go run away. Who go come dey treat all of us wey be say we no get money to travel go Germany, to go France, to go other countries of the world for medical treatment? That is why I said it's a very very dicey, very very tricky. We need to protect. He said rather than those people wey dey for the diaspora wey dey talk, he say let's bring down this hospital, let's bring them down. Why can't they say, can't we just form a body of Nigerians medical practitioners in the diaspora who knows the right thing, coming back home to do right things, to do good things, seek help, and let's just say we want to have one good hospital in one state, each state capital. Stuff like this, project like this that would help us. If you want to pull down the little we have because of their inactions and their misbehaviors, if you shut it down, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn tó kù? I want us to balance this thing. It's a very very sensitive topic. I am not a medical personnel, I'm a media practitioner, but I've been able to wave from both sides, and I realize that while we grieve, this should be a turning point. The death of Nkanu Adichie, this particular boy, his death should be a turning point in the medical sector. So it's a very dicey case. Nigerians in the diaspora, I know you mean well for the country, you mean well for your fatherland, but please, let's re-strategize, let's rechannel the energy rather than use the energy to bring down medical establishments in Nigeria. Let's use it to audit them. Let's use it to compel them to do the right thing. Let's use it to compete with them. Let's bring competitions that can rival them. If we have competitions, we have options, and one is negligent. For the first time, second time, people will start moving to others. It will be forced to level up. I think that is the best thing to do. Call on one of Allah. May God help us. I feel once again for the family, and I pray that God Almighty will console them. And I plead with all Nigerian medical practitioners, please, we know you are stressed, we know you are stretched, but please give your best as every time you can give your best. And for investors, please, if you get money, rather than use more money to just be buying cars, buying jets, it's your money, but please, let's invest in the medical sector. Let there be good competition. That is the only time we can get the best. When there's no competition, we cannot get the best. God bless you. God bless you. One Nigeria. I don't say you never see me for this kind of mode before, because this particular matter, he pay me gone. But then, what can we do? My name is Afoda Samuel.